Okay, I should be live. What's up, guys? This is Coach Ray. Welcome to Armwrestling Talk, number 5 already. Um, so last time I asked you guys to send in your videos if you want me to talk about your technique and maybe see what works, what doesn't. Videos with you in a long match, losing, which is not flash pins, but it could be a win, just a long match. Uh, Activity was extremely low. So, but we had 2 send-ins. But anyway, for next time, feel free to drop it in a comment section right here. I'll be very happy to look at it and give my opinion. Yeah, it's 11:30 a.m. in the morning, Saturday here in Latvia. So before we start, I want to ask, like the video, and for next time, please send in your I don't know, from competition. Uh, Sparring not so much, because sparring really, it's very hard for both guys to go 100% and to have like something online, to go hard. But yeah, I will be very happy to do it. After this, I will do a live stream for my Patreon. So everyone who supports us, was pharmacing on patreon.com, you know, can do it. You can send a video, leave it in if it's on YouTube, you can just leave it in the comment section under this video, so I will see it next time. Yeah. What else? Paul has posted again a video with Vitaly and Devon, so I guess that is on. I'm not really sure about it, but I guess it's on. So that will be a very cool match at the end of the year, and we already will have 11 versus Dennis. If okay, maybe we hope that Dennis will be fine and he will take that match, and that should be awesome. So yeah, we're coming out of this pandemic. They are basically taking away restrictions, like gradually, on 12th, which is, so it is Tuesday. Yeah, so it's next Tuesday. We will open up gyms, not every gym, but we will have arm wrestling training sessions. So first, like with the team and everything, for since I don't know, since for 8 weeks already. Yeah, it's crazy. It's very, very crazy. But I'm very happy to see all the guys again, and we can't wait to get back to training and see where this goes. But again, Latvia has a very good situation. We have very low number of cases, low rate of mortality, and it's good. It's good. So yeah. First, let's start with the videos. I had two send in questions. One was from Ian. Again, he has been on this channel for so long, so we will start with him. So Ian is the guy with with the longer hair. So he's on the left. On left? Yes, on the left. Let's take a look at it. So I already watched the video, but first one is a slap, and I would say here he is in very good position. Like this position right here where he starts the match, the first hit, you don't want to go to the straps after this one, because like, let's look at it again from the start. Ready, go, boom. Look, so he has taken the pronation and the hand. The other guy is basically, he already opened up his biceps and he's staying on straight arm. So from here, like what I would teach my students, I would say try to get more hand, more pronation, and a little bit more drag. So you already done the work, just stick to it. And the problem here is, as in here he goes back in defensive position, which sometimes work if you're a defensive puller. I don't know, maybe that's his game. But again, right now for the second, again, still good position, still, but every time you go back, you get under your opponent's hand. And he isn't climbing up. So when you don't climb up, you don't really change anything. You just give your opponent a better position. So it's a slip. Like I would have said, like try to finish it without the slip. If the guy can hold on, I would say he is more dangerous in a strap than without the strap. Okay, let's skip forward where they put on the strap. So here, as they take the grip, you can see the guy on the right, the guy in a gray shirt, he will be a little bit more, let's take it, he has won the center battle. So Ian's arm is lower than his opponent, so it's very hard to get, basically he's palm to palm. So now you need to have very strong top roll. You need to have really strong top roll to being able to get out from it. If he would have been a little bit higher, center would have been a little bit more to the pad where he's going, that would be better situation. Because right now, as he hits, you see he loses his pronation. He is under his opponent's arm, and his opponent is just going to the side. He's not doing much with hand, and even though Ian has better hand control, he loses this one, and it goes like this, boom. So I will say it's not a bad match. It's not like a lot of things, but I would try to finish that one without the strap. Like guy, it looks like he wants the strap, so you don't want to get in a strap with him, you know. So I would try to get done without the strap. I would try to pronate him a little bit more, you know. In a strap, I would try to win the center, but again, for top rollers, it's very hard to win this battle right here. So very good. Just stick to your plan. Stick to opening his hand. You already opened his bicep, you know, and just pressing to the side, and sometimes you don't want to get the strap, but still looked pretty good. It wasn't like it was devastating. It looked very doable. Okay, so, and the other one who sent in was Cool Burn. Was it Cool Burn? I need to check it. Another one who's been with us, yeah, Cool Burn. He's been with us so long, I think from the start, or maybe at least for 2 years now. Yeah, one of the supporters, really cool dude. We're very happy to have him. So let's check out his video. So okay, he starts right here. So he is the guy on the left. Let's watch it in a normal speed and then go back. So he said this was the only guy he lost to in competition. It's pretty fast, so to really see what's going on, we need to take down half the speed. Okay. So he wants to go for top roll, but opponent is basically hooking him with a hand. So in this position, he's already under. Opponent has gripped over his hand. It's very hard to do something if you don't have like good hook or good side press or good drag to do something against it. And I feel he wanted to get better hand control. He wanted to do it a little bit more of a top roll, because his setup doesn't say anything about him wanting to go in a hook. So from here, as he tries to do that, opponent basically is not doing anything. He's just staying right there. He's just his hand is pretty good, and you can feel like his angle doesn't even open up. It's like stays here. So from here, he goes back. I think he wanted to get like better grip, but he already lost it when he goes back, and yeah, I think he didn't fight it. Let's take a look again from the start position. So the grip is good, but like when you're facing someone who has that good of hand, you want to load up. You don't want to be without loading up, and you want to find out where you should do the first hit. If the guy has really good side pressure, maybe the hit shouldn't go straight in. I would even suggest maybe low hand top roll for this one, but again, it's very hard to see from just this small match. Again, it didn't look like there was a lot of things. It looked like just the guy on the right is much stronger. You know, he's much stronger. The hand goes in. He has dominant position as he eating up his opponent's pronation. So right here, I would say try practicing what to do with guys that have stronger hand, like when you cannot get that top roll. So you need to figure out the weapons you should do it. Maybe you should go a little bit more back. Maybe you know, there's a lot of variations what you can do in a match, but if you have those options, first of all, you need to find those options. But it wasn't like big things that I would notice. Here it was just looking like the guy on the right was just stronger. So yeah, thank you guys for sending in those two videos. At least I'm still bored. And I'm very happy that you guys did it right here. Okay. So guys, don't post the videos on the live chat right now if you're doing it right now, because I won't be able to see them. And it's for the next live stream, but I'm very happy that you guys are right here in it. Let's check if you have something interesting in the comment section. And yeah, I don't think much more, because nothing is happening in arm wrestling. So okay, Zahid wants to know how often should I stretch my arms. Once a week is good. When you do too much stretching, you go into flexibility, and flexibility you will lose basically elasticity of the muscles of the tendons, and they will just get weaker. And this, what are those sounds? It's just one thing you don't want to do. When I had all my elbow problems with my right arm, I was like, oh, maybe I should stretch it. So I was stretching it so hard that my fingers weren't able to hold anything. I was just, my wrist was still strong, but my fingers were opening up like crazy. So once a week, I would always suggest some dynamic movements, you know, where you go around, move it, and that's enough. Where you feel something else is going on, that maybe the problem is something else if it doesn't go away. Stretching is good for tight muscle. After a hard workout, I will do some light stretching, dynamics. That's it, enough. When you do it too much, you will go into flexibility, and you will try to get more range of motion, but that necessarily doesn't mean you are gonna get stronger forearms. You still need some stretching, just not that much. So once a week should be good. Do you agree with Engin saying winning a top level tournament is tougher, or Devon Larratt saying top level super match is more difficult? I think both of them are impressive, but both of them are different. It's completely different in my opinion. You already, like in Supermatch, you know who you are facing. In a tournament, the harder part is you don't know who you are facing. Your skills need to be good enough to beat everyone. In a Supermatch, your skills need to be good enough to beat just one person. I really think, even though super matches are hard, you know, but there's more things you can do before to prepare for it. Like for like every outcome, you already know who you are facing. You can watch the videos, you can understand. I would say tournament is differently harder. It's hard. It's super match, of course. It's super match when something like you lose the first round, you lose the second round, and what's going on in your head. So yeah, in arm wrestling, you lose the first two, you out. So in the tournament, yeah. Have you seen Devon's new method to train pronation? If so, what do you think of it? Oh, I don't think maybe I have skipped it. I will check it out. I will check it out what Devon's up. My left arm elbow is cracking while doing, but should I give a rest? Continue training? So my left arm elbow is cracking while I'm doing bicep curl. Should I give a rest or continue training? It's all about, do you feel pain? Is it, you know, for me, listen, I don't know how many years I have it. I don't feel it. It just bothers me. I just like it's there. So I don't feel it. There's no pain from it. There's nothing. My arm stretches out all the way out. But I think it's from I would say from bench pressing and arm wrestling together. If it doesn't cause you any problems, any injuries, it's fine. Don't worry about it. If you have short arms and small and weak compared to other hands, is it better to use top roll and hook? If you have short arms and small and weak compared to other hands, compared to other opponent's hands or your hands, how many hands you have, man? Is it better to use top roll hook? You need stronger hands, and then you will find out what you should be using. Coach, what's the best way to put an arm wrestling program? How do you put yours? When someone asks me this, it's like, guys, it's 10 years of doing things, experimenting. Right now, the easiest version, I would say, I will do one side pressure or two side pressure trainings in a week and 3 back pressure side training. Now I train every day because why not? One day I will arm wrestle, so the 6th day, and one day I will just do something healthy for my shoulders. That's how I do it. But it's back pressure, everything goes with it. One day I will focus more on pronation, one day I will focus more on bicep, one day I will focus more on just like top roll, brachialis muscle and things like that. For side pressure, one day I will focus more on strength moves like heavy. One day I will focus more on, for me, it's supination, triceps, things like that. But back pressure should be done more than side pressure, and it really depends on you, how much time you have, what you can do, what kind of equipment you have, how fast are you recovering. I'm recovering really good right now. I'm like that's the same drink I'm drinking, but right now I have it in. So the aspartic acid, the greens and multivitamins together with Flexit. So yeah, putting on program is different for everyone. Go to voiceforarmwrestling.com if you want some inspiration. I posted free workouts. We do Patreon project. We had some problems with Patreon project, but we fixed it, and everyone's happy again. And I had some issues with some people I was working with, but yeah, we are back. Patreon project. Every month I will send you a workout plan that you can follow 100%, or you can just choose what you're doing, and it's always good. It's something that I do for my athletes as well. Or of course I offer online coaching as well, which is more in depth and about your technique individual, and it's more in depth. But again, if you want something and talk with me, contact me on Instagram. But I have so many messages, I sometimes don't respond in time, so don't worry about it. I'll get back to you. I also do martial arts, which requires flexibility. Okay, so the guy who asked, Zahir, who asked about stretching forearms, yeah, you need to understand what you want to gain. If your martial art needs you to have that mobility, stretching in your forearms, just do it. Arm wrestling is the main thing you do. Just think about that. It's all about priorities. What's going to be priority right now? Okay, how often should I train arms? Every day. Is masturbation good dynamic movements for wrist and flexibility, Ray? I have to think of it. Again, we are doing a lot of papers on these subjects. A lot of papers are going to come out, and I'm very happy with the community's response on it. Who you think is best for pound arm wrestler of all time? I would say Oleg with his left arm. Oleg with left arm, and then John. Yeah, John with right arm, Oleg with left arm. There's a lot of guys that would go in the same direction. I would say Rustam Babayev. Just look at how dominant he has been. Hajimurad Zaluyev, who has he taken down? But Oleg has done more than most of these guys would ever dream of, and yeah. But again, his hand isn't lightweight. If we would compare hand sizes, I would say he would be somewhere in the middle. Can I train for different moves like pronate, supinate, etc. at the same time? of course, just figure out what works for you. Sometimes you will need to figure things out. At one point, I was doing biceps training, so bicep movements. I'm not doing curls, but bicep movements together with pronation worked awesome. Then I switched to side pressure with pronation, awesome. And you need to. Nothing in the world is static. Everything changes, and the best ones adapt. This is why they are the best ones. They understand, like, oh, this is not working for me, or not working for me right now. You can always come back to some things. So be smart. Don't think about like everything is set in stone. Nothing is set in stone. Do you use blood flow restriction training? Have you ever used it, or anyone you know? Yeah, I have done it. Blood flow restriction training. So if someone doesn't know, it's blood flow restriction training. Basically, you put a band around your arm, and then you do any kind of exercises, and it restricts the blood to the area. And there's a lot of benefits to it. And I have tried for my recovery days. I don't feel that much of a difference, I will be honest. But it's if you have severe problems, like if you feel you cannot get enough blood in those tendons, it might help. How Indians can compete in arm wrestling in Europe? Like most of the, like for everyone can go to competition. They will see like they announcing a competition. Senec hand in Slovakia, and they will just like what can we go there? And you write to the organizers, and they will say yes or no. And that's easy. If you will write to Latvia and ask, can we come to Riga Open? I said, sure, you can come. Side pressure training with dumbbells. Like it was hard for us with Janis to figure this out, because like we don't do it, but the exercise that Devin is so famous, the big one he has done many years ago. That would be the only exercise I would say would be for side press. Yeah. Better arm wrestler if you didn't do powerlifting at all. Do you think you would be better arm wrestler if you didn't do powerlifting? If I wouldn't bench press so much back in the day, yeah, I would be where I want to be much faster. But right now I don't feel it doesn't bother me. I do squats. I keep doing squats. It's no impact on my body, on nothing. So I do bench press. I feel good. If my chest isn't like beaten up, I feel even better every time I arm wrestle. So no. Which match you would like to see more? All of them. Devin Vitali or Travis Levin? Devin Vitali. I don't think Travis can do it right now. Do you think you would be... Okay, I get it. Already working on your hands compared to other... The power is not the same because of genetic difference. I meant weaker hand compared to other arms. So stop roll hook depends less on hand strength. Both of them depends on hand strength. With hook you cannot get in if you have really weak hand. But again, you can, like, if you the hand is the problem, learn slip and learn to arm wrestle in the strap. The hand is less there. It's less important there. Have you ever tried water fasting? If how long have you done for? Oh yeah, I have. I think I discovered about fasting in 2011, 2012. Yesterday I fasted for 18 hours. Sometimes I will go on binge eating, and I eat a lot, and all my water is in, and people start calling me fat plummet. So so yeah, I have done dry fasting for 48 hours, and for when I'm cutting weight I'm usually doing fasting, and I don't eat breakfast. This is my breakfast. I never eat breakfast. I don't like it. When I travel, I will go and eat because I paid for it, in hotels. But yeah, fasting is one of the best things I would say anyone can do for their body. You're eating just too much. Any chance still to be included in Olympics? I don't see any chance of arm wrestling getting into Olympics. the people who wants us into Olympics, they don't understand that we need to have popularity. We need everyone to know about arm wrestling, and I don't think they understand how to achieve this goal. And the guys that don't want us to be in Olympics, like Igor has said it, like, okay, he wants us to be there, but he doesn't see it as a reality. He does more for just for everyone to know about the sport, and it's very hard to do it. It's very hard to get arm wrestling to be on the same level, even as weightlifting, even as a sport as boring as weightlifting. I think we are much more interesting sport to just look at than weightlifting, but we'll see. Table training video with Jans and Vlad, maybe. Which the handle is best for? So hand size 7.5. I don't know what I don't know what those units. I don't want to take calculator and just. You need different handles. You need to understand when you want to work with thicker handle, when you want to work with just normal handle, cone, winding type. A lot of different handles, a lot of different uses. It's not just one handle to rule them all. That is epic, man. I haven't tried dry fasting, but on day 5 of water fast so far, I felt good. Oh yeah, I didn't answer. The longest I have done, I think, was 5 days, something like 5 days. I lost 7 kilos. Of course, I gained back at least 3 or 4 water weight. I was training every day. In between, felt pretty good. At the end, I was just like, okay, I need to do it. Is arm wrestling affecting boxing skills of explosiveness and other things? If your hands hurt, your shoulders hurt, everything's gonna be affected. But I don't think so. Schoolboy versus Chen Shaw. I would go with Schoolboy. Okay, guys, I really appreciate. Will you ever come to Israel? I guess so. Guys, how old I am? Drop it in the comments right now. Yeah, I think. So for next one more time. You have videos of you arm wrestling. You want to give me, want to let me know, give you a breakdown. Put it on video on YouTube or in Instagram. Information is in description. Another thing, we are trying to get everything from everyone who's doing their home training videos together, so we can show it and show it to community. But again, I think a lot of countries are lifting their restrictions. And yeah, we are very, very close to an end to this, and I don't know about international travel, but I can't wait to get back to arm wrestling table. I don't think it will be possible to go very far this year. I want to go back to USA at least at the end of the year. Okay, so no one got it right. No one got it right. I'm 30 years old. I had a birthday in February, so yeah. So I'm 30. Okay, guys, I really appreciate everyone's support. I will now do the live stream for Patreons. Thank you very much for watching. Leave the comment section your videos, and yeah, stay strong. Love arm wrestling.